they trapped themselves trying to trap this divine duo. F around and find out. So my dreams have been very symbolic lately, right? A whole lot of symbolisms, not really as much straightforward. Now I have the past few nights been having these reoccurring dreams of like someone from your past wanting to come back and explain something, like there being a situation that you're in and this person wanting to come back and let you know about some things that you didn't know about, that like although their behavior it doesn't excuse their behavior, I guess I should say, there were still some, let's say, extenuating factors that you may not have known about that may have influenced why they did what they did, right? But this dream is not that. This dream was, I don't even know what this was. Okay, so in this dream, there was this divine masculine, right? There was like a younger brother and an older sister. They were like close in age, but the brother was the younger of the two. And the brother gets captured by this group. There are 3 people, right? A woman and 2 men. And they capture this divine masculine, right? And it's so strange because like they capture him, they literally have him in some kind of trap where he's hanging upside down. For some reason, like now I'm hearing Scooby-Doo mysteries, right? Where he's hanging upside down by a rope. It's almost like that. Y'all know on like Scooby-Doo when they're like after whoever the villain is and they'll like set up a bait to make it look like Scooby is trapped, but really he's not. And then like Shaggy or Fred or someone will come out of nowhere. This is kind of like that. This divine masculine was in this trap that these 3 individuals had set him up, and they had him in this trap, but he wasn't really trapped. He could actually get out at any time. He pretended to be trapped, and then once they got within a certain proximity of him, he took out one of them. The other 2 took off running, and then he, let himself free, and he literally went on about his day as if nothing had happened. Like when I tell you this divine masculine had 0 fear in his heart. It literally was like a game to him, right? So he goes home, tells his sister about what happened, and she was like, oh, well, show me where it happened. So he went and showed her where it happened, and she intentionally entangles herself in the same trap, waits for the other 2. Now, when the other 2 come back, I'm not sure if they know that this divine feminine is related to the divine masculine, because it seems like they were more after the divine masculine in this dream. But she entangles herself in this trap, pretends to be trapped. And then when the other 2 men, the other 2 individuals, because one man was taken out. When the other 2 individuals come back, she takes out both of them, right? So symbolically speaking, because I really don't think that there are any divine beings out there that are out here literally taking people out, but like symbolically speaking, there's some kind of group, organization, coven or something of people who are trying to destiny swap, who are trying to take something, like steal something from a divine masculine, right? Not knowing that, well, they know who this divine masculine is. That's why they're trying to steal from him, because he has something that they desire. But they just didn't realize that he was as strong as he was. So this may have been someone who, I don't know if you were working with this people at one point in your spiritual journey, or if you got a reading from someone at some point in your spiritual journey, but they could see ahead and they could see how powerful you are. And they could see that you had big blessings coming your way, and you also have heavy spiritual protection. But for some reason, I'm getting like you're strong enough that you don't even have to like call your team, and you have gotten to the point where you're strong enough to like handle this on your own, right? So they knew where you were headed, and they knew who you are and where you were going and what was destined for you. But because maybe you came across them so early in your journey, they didn't realize that you knew who you were. So they thought that it was still early enough that they had time, that they were like, oh, well, we're going to do this, and that. He'll never see it coming. But whoever this is, like I'm hearing like your ascension process got put on the fast track. Like you did something recently within the past year where your ascension process got put on the fast track. So let's say they met you a year ago or 2 years ago. You are no longer the person that they met that came through the door with so many questions about how do you do this? How do you do this? How did you do that? How do I tap into this? Your ascension has fast tracked to where now you are stronger than they are. And they didn't know that. They weren't expecting that. So when they realized that you had kind of pulled a Uno reverse, and when they realized how you had leveled up, they took off running. They took off running, and unfortunately met their match when your divine feminine family member, sister in this dream, but for someone it could be someone else. But when your divine feminine family member came and stepped in, she took out the other two. This is definitely a family. This is definitely a family that is heavily spiritually protected, but also a family that y'all are on the fast track. Like, this is someone who, this brother and sister, y'all may have come into spirituality together. Y'all may do a lot of things, maybe like do a lot of prayers, maybe do a lot of meditations, maybe read a lot of books, maybe share knowledge, but y'all do a lot together. And doing this, and actually this is one of those things where y'all know you'll have family members who you might have a sister, younger, older, doesn't matter, who may be a like divine being, but then you might have your sister, like your blood sister, whether older or younger, may actually be a karmic. And a lot of times when that happens, when your sister or your if you're a divine masculine, it may even be your brother, when they find out who you are and they see how powerful you are, they kind of assume by proximity, well, oh, we're in the same bloodline. So if she is this all powerful whoever being, then that means that I must be too. Not necessarily, because you guys may have been born into the same blood family here on earth when you reincarnated, but spiritually speaking, y'all do not come from the same, like whoever you are, you come from a spiritual royal bloodline. Your sister, your other family member does not. So a lot of times you tend to have a lot of clashing when you have siblings who are both into spirituality and one is like stronger than the other. But with this one, I will say that the divine feminine in this one was stronger than her younger brother, but still there was like no animosity, because this was a family where these two siblings came from the same spiritual royal bloodline. So spiritually, they are still brother and sister, and they reincarnated brother and sister here on earth. And even though one is stronger than the other, there's no animosity, there's no nothing. Like, they are literally on this journey together, and there's going to be a lot that they're going to do, that's going to be bringing prosperity and abundance for them. That's going to come in a lot faster. It's going to, magnify, and it's going to work out so much better because they are working together, right? And it's all love. It's all love and authenticity, right? But whoever this group of people that you were working with, especially if it's 3 people, in the dream, it was a woman and 2 men, right? So if that resonates with anyone, but whoever these people are that you are working with, they saw something when you got a reading, when you did a ceremony, whatever you were doing, they saw something and they tried to destiny swap, and they tried to spiritually steal your inheritance. They wanted to come for your spiritual inheritance before you got to the point where you were able to tap into it. But unfortunately, they were too late. I'm hearing like too little too late, right? And I'm really getting like they tried to destiny swap, and now they have no destiny to swap. Maybe I should have titled it that. They tried to destiny swap, and now they have no destiny to swap, because these people literally did not make it out alive. They did not make it out alive, right? But y'all, this definitely was a beautiful dream. Very, very symbolic, but at the same time, still straightforward, but definitely a beautiful dream. So whoever this brother and sister dynamic duo are, like, keep going, keep growing. You guys definitely have a lot of abundance coming in. And because you all are working together and there's no jealousy, there's no hatred, there's no envy, you guys are going to be like doubly blessed, right? You're going to be doubly blessed. So congratulations to this dynamic duo, right? Okay, y'all. that was the dream for today. I've been working on keeping them shorter, and I'm trying to work on keeping them like 10 minutes and less, since like people don't like the longer videos, right? So that's the video for today. Thank you to all my new subscribers. The list keeps growing and I absolutely love it. So y'all have a good one. Bye.